I thought it's so much better doing it on your own, like on your own pace. So if you go a little faster, it'll be okay, and you go a little slow, it's alright. As long as you stay focused on it, you get it done.
Okay.
I liked doing it by myself and not having to learn like in a class and like going in there kind of at your own pace.
With
like the assignments, you know, different assignments and stuff, they're all on video. And then there's the notes and then I can go back and then, you know, if I need the help, it's always around.
I liked about the videos mainly. I like how you can go as fast as you're capable of, and the videos really explained it well. When I was going through the first few modules, I knew most of the material, and then when I watched the videos, they really refreshed it because they explain everything really well. So it's easy to refresh your memory, and then you could just zoom through it, and then even if it's something that's difficult and you don't remember, they really explain it well, thoroughly, and get you to understand it.
Of course.
I liked about the course that that there was a lot of help whenever we needed it, and there was always many lab hours we can come in and get our work done if we need to, and that way you guys can help us. And I really liked this course because it prepares you for college algebra, and you can go at your own pace, and it's online, so you can do it from your dorm room, from your house, as long as you have internet.
Yeah.
Or you go to the library and it's open many hours at night too. And so yeah, because doing it online, I think that people can get on there whenever they have free time and do it at their own pace. So. That at first I was like, I don't like this, I don't like math. Like, that's the kind of attitude I came in with. But like after watching the videos for the first couple modules, like she explained everything quite well, and it was easy to go through the modules and do it. So
I didn't really know what to think. I knew I didn't remember most of it, so I was kind of worried. Like when I didn't know what, I thought it might be hard, but it's really, I like how it's really progressive. You start out with basic stuff, and it just how fast you work. Like, say I was even worse off than I was, I probably would have went slower than I did. It's so easy. It like works around you a lot more than any other math.
Moments.
Oh yeah, especially this semester. Like I had to take my daughter to a specialist in Kansas City, and I was gone for over a week. And then that was like right before I was supposed to take my pre-test and post-test and stuff. So when I come back, I had like totally forgot everything. And then like Nolan helped me walk back through it to where I remembered everything. And then like last semester, trying to get through module 4 and 5 was hell.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to put it. It was just pure hell. Because like you're sitting there, you're trucking along. 3 is a long module. You know, you do great with it, and then you get to 4, and it starts slowing you down, but you know you're able to make it through. And then there's that extra time, so you try and get that last module in of the semester, and it just like throws a curveball. It's something totally different.
Right.
Just trying to do the best I could, and I mean there was the extra time, so there wasn't any reason not to do it. I always try and get through my classes. I mean, I guess it's because I've done like a semester of college before, like 6 years ago. You know, to where I know what it's like in life, and knowing that, you know, you can't just give up every time the curveball gets thrown at you. You have to continue pushing through.
Yeah.
I came in for extra lab hours because they're supposed to get 2 lab hours and plus our class periods. And coming in for the extra lab hours really do count because you learn more. I
don't think I hit a wall, but I slowed down a whole lot. I think it was in module 3 maybe. So long in the division problems where you have to take your time and you just get really frustrated. I never really liked sitting there and doing all the math problems, and it just took so much time. It was easy because I got how to do it. It just took so much time. My motivation wasn't as much. It wasn't as high, and so I slowed down. And as long as you come to class and you just get on the computer and start up the program and you go to each module, I got to the point where I was going through, I might have known the material, but I would just watch the whole video. Sometimes I'd know the material, so when I had the packet, I'd do the whole module or the whole section, and then I'd just sit there and listen to her talk and see what she says and check my answers to see if they were right. But then I got to where I'd have to, because it got more challenging, and I get to where I'd have to actually work along with her and stay with her. And, so, yeah.
Kind of tell your story about kind of the arc of the semester for you.
Well, like how I started this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I started coming a lot, and then I started missing a lot of class, and I was still at like module 2 or something, and then I started getting back on top of it, and now I'm finishing module 4.
Yeah. So, would there be things now that you kind of got, now you can kind of look back, would there be things that you would change?
I'd probably go to class.
What was the issue there? Why was that going on?
I just got lazy.
Okay. As we're so you started this semester.
Mm-hmm.
As we end this semester, where are you at?
I started because to complete on like the first semester, I'm a freshman, we're supposed to at least pass the 4th module. But I have completed all 12 modules in 1 semester, so it is possible to do it.
Okay. Yes, I can no longer say no one has ever done it. Now to do that just didn't magically happen.
I did.
How many hours did you put in for that?
I probably put in more than 50 hours, I would say, over the semester. I put in a lot of hours to get this done. I did it when it was maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. I kept going at it, and because I really wanted to get it done, because it does save you money to get this class done in 12 semesters. And
and a single semester or 2 semesters, yeah, it saves you a lot of money.
And you'll benefit from it. So.
Yeah.
Because then you can get, if you're like wanting to do college in 2 years, you can get it done quicker. So.
I would say with the icons on the side, it was more helpful for me. Like if even though I watched the video and I still didn't understand it, there's a button, the help button. I could go there and get help with it.
I just thought it was easier that it was on a video and you could go back over it and watch it and see like the points and have the little lecture things. That's what I always did. I wrote the notes down, and like as I went through the homework, I would use it.
Yeah, when I didn't know, obviously the teachers and they were there to help you and stuff. But say if they were busy helping somebody else, the little side button, I think it says "Help me solve this."
Okay.
That was really helpful because if I didn't know something and I forgot how to do it because it was a weekend that passed and I just forgot the material, I'd click on it and it would help you through it and it'd tell you what to do and you're like, oh okay, now I get how to do it. And then I think sometimes it was annoying watching the videos. Like if you understood the information, the videos weren't they were helpful obviously, but you kind of got annoyed by her just sitting there her telling you what you already knew. But when you really didn't know them, the videos are really good. She explains it well to where you'll easily understand it and acts kind of like you are more of a child, but it's nice to have, when you don't know something, explain it that way.
Like where there's the help me solve this problem bar, like when I'd do stuff at home when I had time or whatever, and if I didn't understand it and I couldn't figure it out in the book, I could go to that, click on it, and then it would give me like the step-by-step process, and then I could go through and do a similar problem like that, and then I would know because the one before that would give me the step-by-step, and I really liked that on there.
Well, and the other advice I have is, for helpful, is always watch the videos and go through it. And sometimes I'd have to go through the video again to understand what was going on. And with the videos, not just giving us the assignment, but the video lecture was what really helped me through it, because that way with the notes and everything, and then that's what helped me, I think was very helpful. And then Well, one thing is always show up to class. I never miss one class period. It's not that hard. Just get up and go to class. Sometimes I wouldn't even eat breakfast. I'd still come, or I'd have a granola bar on the way. They don't mind if you have a drink in here, granola bar to eat. Always attend your lab hours, because I did miss a couple of times on my lab hours, and that kind of affected my grade a little bit. So always come in for lab hours, and if you really want to get done on the 12 modules in one semester, you're going to have to put in a lot of extra work, but it does count. So.
Yeah.
Make sure you do the work. Pay attention to it. Take notes. And just stay focused on it. Really focus on it.
Just stick with it, not give up, show up to class, do your lab hours. If you need the help, ask, because the help's always available.
You're not.
I would tell them just come to class, especially if you are not as good at math. Come to class, jump into the module, work progressively. You don't have to like come here and be like, okay, I'm totally going to get into this and just try super hard. As long as you come and you're focused and you try, you're gonna go through it pretty well. And the lab hours, you're required to have lab hours. They're really helpful, especially in the beginning, because it helps you get a boost up on your stuff, and you start getting higher, and then the teacher will tell you like, oh, you're supposed to be in this module, and then you're already like in the next one above it, so you're like nice, and you feel more accomplished. And so coming and just doing your work is probably the biggest thing, I would say.
On those labs?
So work on it more than just in class. Like I worked hours outside of class on my own, and then I come here, so I would come here earlier and stay later.
Okay.
Even more than I had to, but just to get farther.
Just to get.
Actually, it has.
In what way?
When I first came into math, I absolutely hated it. I did not understand 90% of it, and a lot of that had to do with a lot of other teachers that I had before. But coming in, Nolan and Mrs. Brushes, they helped tremendously. And I know they probably got frustrated numerous times because it's like, okay, I can help again, but it's not as bad. Where like if somebody sits down and actually explains it to you, and they're not in a hurry to rush off to do whatever else it was that they were doing to begin with, you know, they actually have the care and want to help you succeed, then that makes a world of difference in people's attitudes towards math, and that's what they do.
I really didn't think I was going to go through as much and remember and learn as much as I did. So it helps confidence-wise. Like say if I didn't need the technical math and I had to go to a different major and I had college algebra or intermediate algebra and I was going to them, it really helped because I figured you see what you accomplished and you know how much you progressed and learned. So you have more motivation to get a class, and you're like, okay, I could do this, I did this, and so yeah, it really helps.
Yeah, I didn't like math at first. Like now, I get concept of it and what the question's asking, and I can answer it better. So.
Yes, it has. I kind of like math a lot now because I've learned a lot of new things about math, and it's really not that hard. It's just some things get really confusing at some points, but I think I'll really like math now, and that college algebra, I think I'm pumped for it, and I'm going to be confident that I'll be able to pass it with an A. So.
I hated it at first when I was like, oh gosh, I really hate this class so much. But it's probably turned out to be one of my favorites.
Good deal. So how?
It's just so I could, like, it's easier for me to take my time, and other classes can't really do that.
Right.